Oh, nothing better than flask coke. My god. Anyway, hello guys and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be bringing you guys a video that I actually made back in November. If you guys remember, the video that I made where I spoke about Sunderland's current situation in the league and basically what was going wrong. And you know, since I made that video for at least a month, Sunderland actually recovered a little bit. Like, we actually went on, I think went unbeaten in December, I believe, in the league. Anyway, like, I know we lost against Arsenal, but I believe in the league we went unbeaten. And honestly, like, apart from the I think we won 3 and drew 2. I don't know. But yeah, December was pretty good, but then obviously in January things started to fall apart a little bit again. You know, it wasn't as bad as the November form. You know, like, where I'd only lost the one game, that was against Lincoln. However, that was up until the Bolton game, which I'll get into right now. So basically, I think for this video, I've got some notes written here. I'll quickly pull them up. So I'm going to be covering 4 things in this video. I can't even say it. 4 things in this video that I'm going to be talking about. I'm going to be giving a quick overview of the last 7 days, my very quick analysis of our January transfer business, what has been going wrong, and then my thoughts on that, and my thoughts on the current manager situation. So I'm going to give my quick overview of the last week. So starting last Saturday, we obviously did get hammered by Bolton 6-0. Absolutely by diabolical performance by Sunderland, by probably our worst, probably since the 8-0 but against defeated to Southampton. Honestly, that was a horrendous performance from Sunderland last week. And then on the Sunday night, we obviously heard the news that Lee Johnson was indeed sacked. Now obviously at the time we all assumed, okay, it was because the results in January hadn't been good enough. I think we won once in 5 games or something like that, which for a club trying to get top 2 just isn't good enough. So obviously Johnson was given the sack. However, in the last week things have come out more about the whole situation now, which I'll get onto later on. And then on Monday was deadline day. Now there was still no concrete news about Jermaine Defoe really until around about 11 o'clock, where news had broken that Defoe was in fact going to be a Sunderland player before the deadline. And you know, that obviously got us fans really excited. You know, I was at college all day Monday, but I was really giddy. I was really excited about this whole possibility. Also, there was obviously we all gathered that Aidan O'Brien was going to end up leaving, and he did. He obviously went to Portsmouth. Tom Flanagan and then the Gooch were both on the way out as well, it looked like. Although we won't actually know if Gooch had any offers. However, we did know that Flanagan obviously had been approached by Shrewsbury and then left. Apparently Gooch had also been approached by Shrewsbury. I think Shrewsbury was looking to get a little double signing going on there. However, that never happened. And then also, this was like similar to the I can't fucking speak, God's sake. Similar to the Danny Bart signing, where literally it was only announced a few hours before that we were looking at him. And that also happened with Jay Mattetti from Fleetwood. Obviously he came in around, I think he was announced at midnight. He was announced at midnight. However, before that, I think from between 10 o'clock and I'm going to say midnight on Monday night, what a night that was. That was by far the funniest night I've ever seen on Twitter. That was just fantastic stuff that happened for deadline day. Literally, bloody wee Philly from SFT Fan TV, bloody running around like an absolute fucking nutter around the Academy of Light, trying to get all the trying to get all the first-hand stuff there. You know, the whole thing. Oh, it's Jermaine Defoe. It's Jermaine Defoe. It gets close to the bloody door. It's not Defoe. And then literally, I'll complete the look. Actually finds Defoe's car with Defoe fucking in it. Honestly, to be fair, literally, it was unbelievable. And then you got bloody Keith Downey, you know, the Northeast reporter. Bear in mind, he literally reports about Newcastle more times than I've had hot dinners. Well, I'm not, but you know, you get the idea. You know, he was just standing outside Newcastle's training ground waiting for news when nothing's happening. And you got this fucking middle-aged bald man who fucking runs a YouTube channel, which it's more successful than mine. Okay, hold on, we'll rub it in. But then that was absolutely fucking hilarious. I thoroughly enjoyed that evening. You know, it was just so funny. It really was just hilarious. And the fact that Philly, he was the first person to actually announce the full signing was absolutely brilliant. Like literally, I think it was like half one in the morning when the full actually was announced by the club. The admin for social media, Oscar Chamberlain, actually had made like a little video throughout the day. And the fact that literally that video meant nothing because fucking We Philly had bloody ruined everything. Honestly, God, it was a fantastic night. Honestly, what a night! It was bloody brilliant. Brilliant night. Number 30 and the 4 were announced, and then that was pretty much it for the rest of the week. On the Tuesday, the manager's search had begun. That was pretty much it. The week went by normal. Me and my mate Ben, I mentioned it many times in the last few videos. Me and him were just waiting for Saturday to arrive because it's gonna be a great day. It was gonna be the Fours first getting back. It was gonna be at home, and the numbers were going up. Like I think, like obviously in the end, 38,000 ended up turning up, and unfortunately the fans weren't quite given the service that they should have been expecting by the players who lost against bottom of the league Doncaster Rovers. Now, like in my review yesterday, which wasn't really a review, like it was just a drunk me being pissed off, but like the players like couldn't like clearly didn't give a shit. Like they literally like the biggest crowd of the season in the fucking EFL, may I add, that season and the whole season, and they didn't look arse. They did not look bothered. They were useless. And like literally, so like it was confirmed. I think it was on the Thursday. It was confirmed that Mike Dodds will be taking the interim job for the Doncaster game. But literally, he could not have fucked that up more. Like I seen it yesterday. Like literally against 38,000 people. Like okay, yeah, fair enough. Like you don't really want to be there, but if you ever want to get into like management or whatever, surely against 38,000 people, in the Fours first game back, like you'd think that you'd at least try and do something. But he doesn't. He literally names 10 of the 11 players who got battered by fucking Bolton. And literally the only change being Pritchard for Jackie, and Pritchard actually was probably one of the only alright players just on there Saturday. But yeah, like I've already given my thoughts on the Doncaster game. Like wasn't the best analysis ever, but it's there. And then that's been the whole week really. Now I'm going to be moving on to my analysis on the January transfers. I've got a little graphic which I'll put on screen now. Pretty similar to the one I made back in September, but we're going to roll with it. So I'll start with the players who were brought in. The first player was Trey Hume, the 19-year-old right back from Linfield in Ireland. Hasn't fucking played once. Has not played once. Why? Like, literally, I said this against Bolton last week. What was the point in signing players if they aren't going to play? Hume literally came in over a month ago now. He's been here for over a month and hasn't bloody played yet. Like, it's absolute stupidity. And the fact that we're consistently playing bloody Gooch and Winchester out of their positions, and leaving this kid on the bench is just stupid. Hopefully he gets a look into him because Christ almighty, we fucking need it. Next up is Danny Bart, who was signed on the 17th of January, I want to say. It was pretty, I think it's the 18th. So it had been like 2 weeks since Sunderland signed a player, and things were getting a little restless. But we did announce the signing of Danny Bart. And I saw someone on Twitter say that he's like a reverse of Jan Kirchhoff so far, which I can't disagree with. Like Kirchhoff, his debut against Sunderland was against Tottenham, absolutely diabolical performance. However, from there became one of our better players of the 15-16 season, and when he did play in the 16-17 season. However, Danny Bart, debut against Portsmouth, outstanding performance, won man of the match. And then in his last 2 games against Bolton and Doncaster, it looks like it's fucking about as much use as an injured Jordan Willis. Like, honestly, God, actually, he was hopeless in this both games. Now, I don't want to write him off completely yet, because, it's not his fault that the team is just not performing right now. But so far, he has not impressed me whatsoever. Next up is Patrick Roberts, who I have not seen play yet, because I didn't actually watch the second half of the Bolton game, so I didn't actually get to see him there. And obviously he didn't feature yesterday. It blows my mind how we had 3 wingers on the bench yesterday who had all played in the bloody Champions League. One of them had fucking won the cunt, and they couldn't get a game ahead of bloody Lyndon Gooch. Like, it's just frustrating the hell out of me. Robert Stucci, yeah, sure, hasn't had the career that he probably would have hoped, but still, like, again, same with Hume. If you're gonna sign players, why not playing them for? It's pathetic. Jack Clark as well came in after Robert. I think he came on the Monday after. So far, Clark actually looks like a decent player so far. Like, I didn't see him against Bolton, but when he came on yesterday against Doncaster, actually looked pretty damn good. I'm not gonna lie, he looks quick. He was creating opportunities, and if he had a fucking better partner than bloody Dennis Sirkin, he probably would have done better as well. But he actually looked decent against Doncaster yesterday. So I'm hoping he gets a start against Cheltenham on Tuesday. But we'll see. And then obviously Matete and Defoe. Matete again came on for like 20 minutes or so. I actually looked decent. Like, Dan Neil in the last few months, I'm going to be honest, probably since November, hasn't been at the races. And honestly, like, it's pretty damn obvious that he's tired. Okay, it couldn't be more obvious that he's tired. Yeah, for some reason we just want to give him a rest. And now that they have brought in Matete, get him in the team. Like Matete, like, yesterday when he came on, looked energetic. And even though, like, he doesn't look the strongest midfielder ever, he was getting stuck in and trying to tackle the ball. And, like, it was really good to see. So hopefully Matete gets his start as well against Cheltenham. And then finally, we do have Jermaine Defoe, who I don't even think he touched the ball that often. Like, I think he may have had like 1 or 2 touches of the ball. But I mean, like, fucking him and Stewart were just hopeless. Well, not hopeless. Like, they couldn't do anything. Like, I can't fault Defoe and Stewart yesterday because they had no help, absolutely no help. But yeah, it was great to see Defoe back. Hopefully he can make sure that we don't completely fuck up the season. My God. But now going on into the 5 players who actually felt any significance leaving. Obviously there were more players to let you know. I'll quickly go over them now. We had Stephen Verne has gone on loan to Torquay. Where the fuck did Verne go to? I don't know. I think Verne went to Torquay. I couldn't tell you. Honestly, couldn't tell you. Also had what's his buddy name? Will Harris went to Barrow on loan. I don't know how he's getting on there. Also had Patrick Allman, who's now on, I think he's at Blythe Spartans right now. And also Kenton Richardson went to Spennymoor as well. So there were a couple of the other loan players. Now we're going to the players who actually left permanently. Ollie Younger left for Doncaster. And tell you what, he was bloody good yesterday. He was fantastic. He was a brick wall in the defence, which makes you think we probably shouldn't have let him go. But, I don't think it'll matter too much. Josh Hawkes left permanently. He was on loan at Tranmere early on in the season. Was had to come back, them to fill in squad roles, and then actually left permanently to Tranmere, which I think was probably the correct decision. Because I think had we not signed Jack Clark, then Hawkes probably would have just went back on a loan. But I think Hawkes, he needs game time. Like he isn't going to get it here. Now, so I think it probably was the right call to sell him to Tranmere. So again, I hope he has a good time at Tranmere. Then for Hume, after the whole faff with the contract situation early on in the season, ended up leaving in January anyway. He went to Portsmouth, one of 2 Sunderland players who go to Portsmouth permanently in this window. And I've heard mixed reviews about how he did for Portsmouth on last Monday against Charlton. I've heard he was absolutely useless, but I've also heard that he actually did pretty well as well. So I don't know. Again, not a player I wasn't too upset about him leaving. Another one being Aidan O'Brien, again also went to Portsmouth. Did he play yesterday? I don't know. I don't know if he played or not yesterday. But again, wasn't too upset about him leaving. Like, yeah, he had a good run in the Carabao Cup early on in the season, but apart from that, it's been pretty useless while he's been here. So, yeah, again, I'm too upset about leaving. However, probably the biggest surprise of the whole window, in my opinion, was Tom Flanagan being sold. Now, I don't know how true this is. I could be completely wrong. But however, apparently Flanagan and Lyndon Gooch were both apparently been bad eggs in the club lately. And, like, you think of Tom Flanagan, like, yeah, like, since he's arrived here, he's been a bit useless. But, like, I would never have thought he would have been a bad egg. Like, I'm being completely honest. Like, if you look at his face, like, he doesn't look like a player's going to cause issues. But, apparently he did. And then we booted him out. And then obviously he went to Shrewsbury, which might have been the bad decision to make. Like, fair enough, he was a bad egg, but we needed to bring somebody in, like another centre back to replace him. And since Terence Congolo's medical apparently failed, yeah, that kind of went through the shitter. So yeah, we're now very, very light in the centre back department, just like last season. Literally just like last season. So as far as we know, as far as we know, Luke Goodnine's gonna come back from injury, and it's gonna go straight in a centre back. So yeah, that was a bit of a mess. And that was Sunderland's January transfers, and now we're moving on to what I think is going wrong with Sunderland right now. And again, I think it's the exact same as what happened in our last bit of bad reform. Is that we have weak-minded footballers at our club. Fair enough. It's in a way it is great that you're getting a young team together who obviously want to do well. But at the same time, technically they're pretty good, but mentally they're fucking hopeless. Mentally. And I don't mean that in a bad way by any means. I don't mean that I'm going on a tangent. But it's just the whole mental side of the game. They're just weak. I don't know. Literally, the players. Okay, yeah, fair enough. They're happy to be a Sunderland. They're happy to be a Sunderland player. But they have almost zero ambition at times. Literally, I'm thinking Callum Doyle, Dan Neil, two big names. Neil's Sunderland City Dogs. I'm streaming, but he. I don't know. He isn't weak-minded. Callum Doyle, he's 18 years old. He literally is my age. And he's playing in League One. Even still, he needs to fucking get a grip as well. Literally, it's just the players need to be there mentally. They need to have ambition. They need to just want to do well. And if you're happy, fucking sitting mediocre, like a fucking mediocre League One team, then fucking get out of this football club. Honestly, the players need fucking ambition. And hopefully, if Roy Keane does come in, he'll fucking boot them up the arse and get some bloody ambition in the team. And I am aware that is the thing I'm using, ambition, but that's actually what the players need right now. They need a bloody kick up the arse. And I'm not saying that Lee Johnson wasn't kicking up the arse. But at the same time, maybe he wasn't doing it well enough. If that's what I'm guessing. But yeah, I think that's one of the reasons why we're doing bad is because our whole mental side of the game's not doing too well. Now finally, I'm going to be moving on to our manager situation. Now obviously, this time last week, Lee Johnson was sacked, and it came out during the week that I think both Speakman and Kill both came out in the week and said that Johnson's sacking was due to a multitude of things. And if that is the case, why didn't they have anybody lined up ready to come in? That's my question. Because if you're gonna sack a manager the day before deadline day, and then start the manager hunt on the Tuesday, come on, son. I've been praising Carroll and Speakman all season because I think transfer wise they've been bloody fantastic. The whole manager thing, it's just it feels like that they're just unprepared, and I was going to say taking the piss, but I don't think they are. I think they are just generally unprepared. And out the manager names that have popped up over the last week, none of them were great at all. If I'm gonna be completely honest, I think the first actual name that was a possibility was Duncan Ferguson, which wouldn't be my choice personally. But again, it excited me more. Neil Lennon, fair enough, did well at Celtic, but then again, at the time, it was kind of impossible to do shit at Celtic, if I'm being completely honest. Next time, Neil Warnock, which, it got off his seats a little bit, but at the same time, his football wouldn't suit the players. He probably would have gotten us up, but it wouldn't have been great. Next was Alex Neil. Again, Warnock, football isn't great, but he probably would have done the job. And then bloody Grant McCann, which, I think with Grant McCann, I think he's a one-trick pony. I mean, honestly, I think with Hull last season, League One last year, was probably the weakest season out of the 4 seasons that we've been done in League One. Last year was by far just the weakest challenge. Literally Hull, I think in December, January, Hull were on a horrendous bit of form, but still went up as champions because there was no big competition like often us and Peterborough and Lincoln for spells. Hull had no competition last season and we can't manage to get them up easily. Whereas with Doncaster, like he got them in the playoffs, but like in the championship he's fucking useless in the championship. Like literally like he got Hull relegated. Like literally like on January 1st, Hull was sat outside the playoffs. And then as soon as Jared Bowen leaves, they get finished bottom and got beat 8-0 fucking Wigan. Like literally, no. And even this season, like before he got sacked, he had Hull like 20th in the championship, like 19th. And then as soon as his new manager comes in, they've started to do a little bit better. Wouldn't be my choice. And then Roy Keane thought about like now Roy Keane's name's been mentioned. Probably since Jack Ross got sacked, maybe even before that, but I think since Jack Ross got sacked, people have been wanting Roy Keane, and for the first time, it actually looked like a possibility. And if I'm going to be completely honest, I reckon Keane was probably been a done deal. And you know, Keane had, and there was this little photo going around yesterday on Twitter. That apparently Keane wasn't the match. He wasn't there. I'm saying, he definitely wasn't there. And but yeah, I think the little like little hints that Ian Wright, Mott O'Neill gave on BBC Radio 5, I think Friday night. Yeah, I think it I don't know when it'll be confirmed. Probably apparently it's maybe tomorrow. But yeah, it does look like Keane is going to come back to Sunderland, which I think is for me is a good appointment, because in this league. Like I know Bolton fans are gonna fucking scream at me for saying this, right? But in this league, you don't need the good like tactician to get out of this league. You don't. Like we've tried it with Lee Jack Ross and Phil Parkinson and Lee Johnson. Right? Okay, it doesn't work. Okay, all you need is a manager who will motivate your players. And if one manager's gonna do that, right, it's gonna be Roy Keane. Okay, yes, the players may not like it. Okay, like fucking Gabby Bangla was actually waffling on talk about saying, "No, yeah, it was a bit mean." But I mean, in the end, O'Connor is one of the most famous individuals out of the Premier League in the last 15 years, who's notoriously had a fucking lazy attitude, which is why his career never hit the heights of what it should have done. Like I understand, like O'Connor can piss off, right? Roy Keane, like even when Sunderland got promoted the last time in 2007, literally, Roy Keane, okay, the football at times was pretty poor. But the players worked hard. Like if Keane wasn't happy with them, the players were determined to prove him wrong. Like literally, like there's this quote by Anton Ferdinand, where Roy Keane was screaming at them like at half time against someone, and the second half they came out flying and ended up winning the game. Like literally, Keane knows how to motivate players, and yes, he may be harsh and blunt with them, but it'll get the job done. That's what I'm saying. So yeah, like Roy Keane will be my number one choice. Looks like that will be announced in the next 48 hours, which does mean unfortunately we will have a Mike Dodds masterclass against Cheltenham on Tuesday night. Which I mean, to be fair, like literally, I may be a bad fan, but I've already fucking written that game off. Sorry, but I've written that game off already just because it's fucking Mike Dodd. Like okay, like Mike Dodd literally, like again, I'm saying like weak-minded people. Mike Dodd is one of those people. Like yeah, he'd be much to in his interview. Like, he didn't want to fucking be there. Well, mate, at least fucking try to do something about it. Fucking hell, like literally, he pisses me off, Mike Dodd. Like he's literally been in charge of one game. He's doing me a fucking head in. But that's gonna be it for this video. Like it is a much longer video than usual. Like it is nearly over 20 minutes. I'm aware of that, but you know it happens. Yeah, again, I thought I'd just give my whole opinion over the current situation at Sunderland. But that's gonna be it for me today, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Also, if you guys did like the video, then be sure to give it a like. And if you want to see more videos in the future, then do hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications to get notified whenever I upload the video. I'm not sure if I'll make a Cheltenham review on Tuesday night. I might. Like if I don't have one out, then you'll know I haven't done it. But I'll definitely have one up for next Saturday against AFC Wimbledon. And I may end up making a whole video about Roy Keane if you just get upon it. So yeah, that's gonna be that. But yeah, that's it from me. Cheers guys for watching. I'll see you all next time.